So what does confidence look like for you? Is it what you feel when you know there's everything to know about something? Or is it knowing that you can find a way forward no matter what? The truth is, it is both, because even when you plan your life carefully, prepare for everything, there will always be situations that demand us to think on the spot, to learn and to improvise, like living in the new normal. That's where the second type of confidence comes in. So let's unpack how to be confident in any situation, be it easy, tough, or dicey at best. Sometimes we are confident in our ability to do something, but doubt our ability to make the right choice. What if this is a mistake? Like, say you got a good job offer, but are not confident about making the switch. Should I take this offer up now, or should I wait for things to start moving up over here? And what if that doesn't work out? And this can also affect how much effort we put into something, because we are never sure whether we are wasting our time or not. Can you see how the main problem here is lack of clarity? So to be confident in any decision you make, check the cost effectiveness of that decision. See, when we make any choice, it naturally means that we are leaving out some options that we are not choosing. So our decision comes at the cost of the options we are not choosing. That's its cost. So for every big decision you make, check what you are not choosing, and is what you are not choosing something that you would regret more, or would you regret more not going for what you chose right now? And we can answer this more confidently if we are clear about our priorities in life, right? Because it makes the whole thing faster and way easier. So take some time out sometimes to get clear on this, because it can be quite different from what we think in the moment is important for us. And these priorities obviously work best when they are leading us towards where we want to be in, say, 5 or 10 years from now, because that's what brings a kind of satisfaction to whatever we do, right? How to be confident in the decisions we make is about knowing that every choice we make is moving us closer to how we want our life to look. That's what helps us make the most satisfying choice. But what if we doubt if we can measure up to that? What if we are not confident that we have what it demands? Doubting our ability to successfully manage all the hurdles that might come our way, or whatever it might demand us to do, can affect what we think is possible or not for us. Like for someone trying to figure out how to be confident while speaking in public, it could be that they find answering the impromptu questions from the audience quite daunting. What if they freeze up or blank out? And so it makes them avoid those opportunities and settle for second best. Now, compromise choices can sure bring us some kind of success, but it doesn't really bring the level of satisfaction that comes from going after the desires and dreams in our life. And even though the obvious answer seems to be prepared to the best of our ability, the better option is to also find out what is it exactly that we doubt we can't do. Like in the public speaking example, you might be confident in your knowledge on the topic, but not confident in your ability to recall and connect the right dots to answer a question effectively. Now, chunking down is all about asking, why is that important? Or what would that mean? So that we can get to the root of anything, getting as specific as we can. Then we find something similar that we did in the past, like advised a friend successfully on a problem they were facing, which means that we tapped into our experience, connected the right dots, and gave them a solution that worked. And if we did that before, so we can do it again, right? Confidence builds on confidence. It's about tapping into what psychologist Albert Bandura called mastery experiences. Believing that if we could have learned or found a solution to something before, we can do it again. It's believing in our ability to succeed. This helps in making more confident choices, but sometimes we lose self-confidence a few steps in, and that can show up in many ways, like feeling unmotivated or too stressed with everything that needs to be done, or even procrastinating, prioritizing everything else over the one we are working on. And that's essentially because of a hidden fear of failure, losing confidence because at some level we feel things might not turn out the way we want. And research has even shown that when we expect to fail, we are more likely to do so. And sometimes this turns us into perfectionists, tweaking things even after they are good to go just to avoid reaching the end as long as possible. And the quickest way how to be confident again, how to step out of this mode, is to cognitively reframe the situation using the power of but. Because the word but negates anything that comes before it. So instead of thinking of something as I did all that but I don't know how to do this, say I don't know how to do this, but I have done all that, because that puts the focus on what all you have done till now. And so at a subconscious level, you start to feel more confident in your ability to learn if need be and do what's needed. Another thing is to take your eyes off what all might not work out and focus on what needs to be done next, because the network of neurons in our brain cannot process two things at the same time. So when you focus on what needs to be done next, it uses up all the mental bandwidth, leaving no space to worry about what might not work. And so it makes you feel more confident again. I know tapping into confidence over the fear of failure effectively needs a more permanent solution. So watch this video over here, because it has got a very effective action plan to stop the fear of failure from holding you back. I hope you found this video useful. Take care, and I'll meet you right over there.